Good morning, everybody. I'm going to show you what to do for the Monday assignment. Last night or today, you have an easy little ed puzzle to watch. I see 3 of you turned it in already, maybe more. But I know this gave some of you some trouble. My cat's in here. Hey, can you give me a coin? A coin, any coin. So this thing was, you needed one coin. I'm going to open it up here. I think I did it twice. Whatever. My internet's been buns. Probably because I have 95 tabs open. Okay, so you need a coin, and it says 2 coins from your teacher. You really only need one because you can do one at a time. So a head, you can just make head female or tails male. I got this giant silver dollar of doom. So you can just use one coin, and then it says 2, flip the coin for parent for each trait. If it's heads up, you can say it's the first letter. If it's tails up, you can say it's the second letter. And you could just do the female first and then flip for the male and then record your stuff in here. So, for example, if I have my document came here. So we're going to look at the first trait is face shape, and we're going to flip for male and for female and male. So if I flip this place right here and I go blank, okay, that's a head. So we would go back to this, and we said head is the first column. So genotype for the female will be big C, and then we go back and flip for the male, for the male this time, blank. Okay, tails. So we go back here, and now we have big C, little c, and that's the genotype, the 2-letter combination. So you don't know what the phenotype for that is yet unless you scroll to the next page. So if we just went down, big C, little c, here's face shape. Big C is the trait for a circle-shaped face. Little c is a shape trait for the oval-shaped face. So which one blocks each other out there? The dominant one. So if you have one big C, one little c, what shape's it going to be? Circle. So that means he or she is going to have a circle-shaped face. So we go back up here, and phenotype, remember pH phenotype means what it physically looks like. So we could put circle. Okay, and you go through and you do it for each of these. Okay, same thing, heads, tails, and then you put the genotype, the letter combination, and then scroll down and look at the phenotype, what they physically look like. So if you have an eye, you do eyes. If you have little e, it's going to be a blast shape eyes because there's no dominant to block out the recessive. If it's big E, little e, it's going to be star because it's the big E blocks out the little e. And if you have big E, obviously there's 2 dominant big E's, so it's going to be star. So that's how you would do this all the way down. When you get to the type where you're going to draw it, I thought if you wanted to, you could draw it in this little box. Actually, let's do this first. So the last part is determine if it's a male or a female. So for this, it just says X only. I mean, you don't know this probably, but the mother only has X chromosome to give, a female. Okay, she can only give an X. So it doesn't matter how many eggs a woman produces. She can give 1 egg, she can give 1,000,000 eggs every time she's given an X. The person who determines the sex of the baby is the male. And that's because my other males listening, your 21st chromosome pair is an X and a Y. You get one of each. You get the X from your mom, and then you got the Y from your dad. So that's why you're an XY if you're a male. So you could give an X or you could give a Y in your sperm. It just depends on which one you get. So if you flip a coin for a female, okay, it doesn't matter if I get heads or if I get tails, what letter am I giving? An X. So she can only give an X. So in the genotype, you could say there's X. You can make them capitalized if you want. And then for the male, you actually have to flip. If you flip a head, head, that's going to give an X. So XX would be what? I didn't put a box there. There I did. If you ever come to a thing where I don't put a box, just insert a text box and do it, or copy and paste another one. But this would be a female baby. And if you went back and you flipped a coin for this and you got a tail, okay, that would be giving the Y. So the male gave the Y in the sperm, X from the egg, Y from the sperm, and that changes this because that is a male. You may not have ever known that, but males, you guys determine the sex of the baby. Then I said maybe you could draw here. But what I thought was better is if you have a piece of paper and you can just take a picture of this bad boy later. So you got to draw it all. So let's say, let me get to my doc cam here. Put a piece of paper here. I have these awesome color pens that my kids have because my girls are wild. But you can just pick whatever you want. And it said circle shape head. So right now I could draw a circle shape head, okay, for starters. And you go through and you do all the stuff. I mean, it might have star eyes. If you don't have color, that's okay. I'm not going to hold that against you. But you can see like here, eye color, face color. So if I got like big Y, I would make it yellow face color. Just grab a yellow. I can't do that. Can't see that very good. Okay, yellow face color, and then it has, I saw there's big smile, thin smile. If you roll for a big smile, give it a big smile. Star eyes, burst eyes, okay, whatever. You get the picture. You're going to draw it, then you just got to take a picture of this. Okay, so if you don't have a camera doesn't usually work good with this just because it's not compatible. So you can go to, where is it? Photo booth. And you can get it all done. There's all my stupid pictures. Oh, you can hold up to your camera, but if it's like me right now, I could just go. Okay, it's all done. Everything's in it. Then you go back here and you say turn it in, click, attach, whatever, turn in. Okay, so hopefully that helps. Let me know if you need any more help than that. I think it's not as hard as you think once you kind of get to hear me talk about it. So keep up the good work. Let me know if you have any questions.